Hey everybody, Pastor Sarah Ritchie here. Today is January the 21st, and I am the minister of First Christian Church of San Bernardino, but at the moment I'm coming at you from my backyard. I'm so glad you could be with me for a minute or two. So, every 4 years, I watch the inaugural prayer breakfast. I always do this. And this year I listened with great attention. They had ministers and people of faith from all over the country who spoke. Dr. William Barber, who is a member of the Christian Church Disciples of Christ, by the way, and who also, I need to show you this, went to the same seminary I did. Woohoo! Anyway, he spoke of Isaiah. He was looking at Isaiah 58, and I want to excerpt a section of what it was he had to say. So here's Isaiah 58, chapter 10 through verse 12, the first part of that verse. And I'm reading from the New Revised Standard Version of the Bible. If you offer food to the hungry and satisfy the needs of the afflicted, then your light shall rise in the darkness, and your gloom be like the noonday. The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your needs in parched places and make your bones strong. And you shall be like watered gardens, like a spring of water, whose waters never fail. Your ancient ruins shall be rebuilt. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations. You shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to live in. May God bless the reading and the hearing of the word. So, in thinking about that passage, the thing I've considered is that Isaiah is always talking about justice. And sometimes we think justice is hard to achieve, but Isaiah keeps pointing to this connection between justice and generosity, that if we simply attempted to be generous with what we have, with ourselves, that justice would be achieved in the world. I mean, practicing justice is all about letting the oppressed free, sharing bread with the hungry, clothing the naked, helping those who are impoverished to have homes. It's pretty, much about our generosity. In these difficult times during this season of COVID-19, I know it's hard to be generous because we're scared. And sometimes when we're scared, we only think about ourselves. But now is the time for us to think about our neighbors, to reach out to one another, and to do these small acts of justice. It could be as simple as donating food, money, or time to a food bank. It could be something as simple as checking on our neighbors to make sure that they're okay, making a phone call, texting, spending a little time. It could be something as simple as sharing clothing. There are any number of ways of being generous. Sometimes in seasons like this, when we have a tendency to close our fists instead of open them wide, and Isaiah just calls upon us to reconsider that option, to open wide our hands and our hearts, and to reach out to one another. And so that's what I invite us to do today. Remember, you all, wash your hands for 20 seconds in soapy water if you can. Cover those faces and noses with masks. Stay physically distanced, but not socially distanced. And know that God loves you. See you later. Bye-bye.